to be not thin. Now, there are several reasons for people to be large, and like hopefully I can clue you in a little bit, right? If you can stop hating for a minute just to listen. One reason for being large is, problems with your health that cause you to have no metabolism, okay? And Deja has stated that this is an issue for her. So, God bless you, Deja. That sucks, sweetie, And she's gotten to the point in her life, it seems, that she can overcome that issue with herself to still function as a happy adult and feel sexy and attractive and be positive, which is you go girl, it's really great. But my issues with being large have nothing to do with a health problem causing that. It's probably like a combination of really bad choices that I've made for my body in the past, and also some depression, right? Because everybody's life, has some bumps, and some people use different crutches to get over that, right? Some of you are hateful pricks, and some of them, eat a cheesecake, if you had a really bad day, and some people smoke, some people do drugs, whatever. There's a lot of crutches, right, that are really bad for you. And I don't condone not trying to be healthier at all, I am 70 pounds lighter than I was, 3 years ago. And I'm hoping that if I continue to make better choices, I will be healthier, and I'm going to tell you the truth, sweetie. It's kind of good that I'm big, myself right now, in the dating situations that I'm in, because, it really weeds out the jerks, If a guy can look past the fact that I don't look like a supermodel long enough to have a conversation with me and realize that, I do have value as a human being, and I have my own gifts and traits and whatever, like everyone else does, right? Then, in general, I think that he's better than the guy that saw me and noticed my ass was too big, and didn't want to talk to me, which is fine, I don't hate people who aren't attracted to big people. I don't like people who victimize people for being, who or where they are. A lot of people can't control their weight, and for those people, be happy, man. Fuck it. Nobody is going to tell you that you're less of a person because of your dress size. And if they do, they're fucking dumb. Okay? But the people that can control their health and their lifestyle, just because bigger people can be sexy doesn't mean that you should be endangering your health. And, I'm really sorry if that's the message that you got from my videos. I never was intending to do that. A couple of years ago I noticed that I was out of breath a lot, and I didn't feel good. I didn't have energy. So I bought a treadmill, and I threw out my butter and my mayonnaise and my salt shaker, right? And, I'm not saying I don't make bad choices still. I do. But they're a lot less common. And, I stay away from fast food, and I don't, try to poison my body too much. And sometimes I still use it as a crutch, right? I'm bored, I'm going to eat some Doritos. But it's not my general way of living anymore. And I've noticed a huge change of how I feel. I feel more positive. I feel more attractive to me, which is all that matters. It doesn't matter how other people see you. It's a matter how you see people. And a huge thing about child obesity, there was a silly film called Mean Girls. And this girl's doing this apology to this other girl, and she says, "You're not fat." Or, "I don't hate you because you're fat. You're fat because I hate you." And that's a really great point. You know, people with low self-esteem, a lot of them turn to food. You know, that's not really my deal, but it does happen, you know, and there's a lot of little kids out there who just want to be, they just want to play, man. They don't need to be told negative things every day, and then they turn to, you know, eating. And I think that even adults who have low self-esteem and that's why they eat, you crapping on them, that just makes it worse. You know, it just makes them feel like they're not good, and then they use the crutch, right? So anybody who's upset because fat people tax, you know, the health system, invite a fat friend for a walk instead of yelling at them, you know? Or tell them, hey man, I think you're really cool. Do you want to go exercise together? Because, I mean, change is about being in the change. It's about doing it. So, you know, I'm not going to be thin when I wake up tomorrow, but I'm going to be making better choices. And my kids, I am so responsible with their diet. It's very balanced, very good for them, because I know that they need everything they're getting in order to be fully developed. I want them to realize their physical potential as well as their mental and spiritual and emotional potential, right? So please don't think that I'm trying to endanger people and their health by saying that fat is sexy. I'm fucking sexy, okay? In my eyes. And I don't care what people that don't like me think. I want to do better for me. And that's what matters. Okay? So hopefully you get it. I know a lot of haters won't because they're not too bright. But that's my message.